rhubarb crown. I'm about to plant it in the garden. I've got quite a few rhubarbs, some in pots all ready to go in, but I'm going to put this one in the ground near my front gate under the mailbox so I can keep an eye on it. So whenever we go to the mailbox, we can see, in summer we can see how much water it needs. That'll be fun. There's the crowns there. And that should do well. It's almost spring, so it'll come up very quickly, and we should have some nice leaves and stems in a few weeks' time, and all through the summer hopefully. I'll come back then. I didn't dig a huge hole, but I know this soil is really rich because I've put a lot of manure on this spot, and also I'll be able to water it, and that'll get the worms working quickly. So this rhubarb is going to do very well. It is. Well, that rhubarb has finally come up. It's taken its time. And that's a little not comfrey, that's a borage I've planted beside it. That'll be pretty, but the rhubarb has come up. So that means we can have lots of rhubarb pies. Let's have a closer look. There it is anyway. We'll have to give it lots of water and lots of manure now to make sure it grows beautifully. Well, it's up anyway. I was worried about it. I thought it wasn't going to come up, that one. That's the one that I filmed a few weeks ago. At last. I shall have to keep you posted. We'll give it lots of manure and we'll give it lots of water. Lots of rhubarbs coming up in pots too. What am I going to do with them? Where am I going to plant them? So many of them. I'll have to decide soon. I'll have to take action. I'm going to need lots of water and lots of manure to make them grow big. And we can have lots and lots of rhubarb pies, can't we? We can. Lots and lots of rhubarb pies. Look at them. So much rhubarb. There are some baby foxgloves there coming up. They should be fun as well. Little baby foxgloves, but not thriving because it's not seed raising mixture, it's just potting mix, and potting mix is, as you can see, it's just sawdust really, it's rubbish. Potting mix isn't the best medium for plants, I find. That's why these rhubarbs aren't exactly thriving either. They're not exactly thriving. I'll be happy when they're in the ground. They will. Look at that beautiful green in the afternoon. In the afternoon sunlight. Isn't it wonderful? The afternoon spring sunlight. See ya. Well, it's just about spring here down under. And it's just about time to plant out things and pot up things. And I'm here in our nursery looking at things. Got lots of rhubarbs that I'm going to put in the ground where they get a bit bigger. Some are already in the ground, of course. And there's some catnips, and there's a goji berry, and some rosemary too. We like rosemary. Let's have a closer look at them. Plenty of rhubarbs here for our rhubarb pies. Lovely rhubarb. The leaves are poisonous, of course, but the stems, I've got lots and lots of rhubarbs for our rhubarb pies. Oh, there's a goji berry plant. I might leave it in the pot, or I might plant it out. I might put it in a bigger pot or put it in the ground, I'll see. Here is some catnip. Whoops, out of focus as usual. Catnip, that is. And not all cats have got the genetic response for, well, you know, to get intoxicated by catnip, but, well, our cats might, I'm not sure. And there's rosemary here. We like rosemary bread, so we want to have plenty of rosemary. for drying. Rosemary bread is very nice. You roll the bread in it before you bake it, and you mix a little bit with the dough as well. The dried leaves, I mean. Very nice. Young rhubarb. Leaves are poison, of course. The stems are growing okay though. That one's redder, isn't it? That one's redder. It's doing alright in a pot, but it'll be planted out in the ground soon. There's a lovely goji berry. I might put it in a bigger pot, or I might put it in the ground. Nice goji berry there. There is some catnip. Not all cats have got the genetic response to catnip, but I'll see how our cats go. I haven't really tested them yet. I just hope they don't ruin these plants when I'm not looking. A couple of catnip plants here. Whoops. And some rosemary. We like rosemary bread. You roll the dough in dried rosemary leaves, and you put a little bit of dried rosemary in the dough itself as well. Makes for beautiful fragrant bread. It's lovely stuff. And yes, I'm looking forward to doing a catnip test with this catnip. That should be fun. This capsicum. This capsicum's been in the cold winter indoors, but I think it'll recover. I grew it from a seed, or from several seeds. I think it'll recover once the weather gets a bit warmer soon, and I put it outdoors for more sun. It's been miserable lately, but I think they're recovering now that the weather's about to get warmer, and there's a bit more light, and the days are longer and everything. I also took a few cuttings off some stone pine trees just for fun. They probably won't take, but you never know, I might be lucky. Pine trees can sometimes strike, if you're lucky. And yes, I've had rhubarb growing indoors, so they have a ready start for spring. And what else have I got to show you? Not much else. I've been growing some peas indoors, just for fun really, just because it amuses me. Oops, peas, 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 climbing peas. Why do I do these things? Because it amuses me, that's why.